crazy. He does have access to sweep, obviously. His 6D is pretty strong. But he works a lot better with this defensive bait and punish slow play, especially utilizing his 5B and Tsubame. Not necessarily TK Tsubame, but backdash Tsubame to kind of bait your opponent in and punish them for being overly aggressive. It'll be interesting to see how he utilizes that in the matchup. I can expect to see a lot of reflects, assuming Boom tries to slow the game down, and just a lot of reactive play. All right, immediately going through the backdash Tsubame, guys. Was expecting the projectile there. And immediately, we're seeing Boom playing, as I mentioned earlier, starting to try and zone things out. That said, getting caught by these sweeps. There we go. Excellent back throw, coming through with the punish. All right, it looks like he's opting to try and stay in Keeta's face. All right, so it's Keeta. My apologies, Keeta. I know we played earlier. I forgot to ask your name, and I feel bad. All right, Keeta slowing things down just a little bit. Excellent catch there with the TK Tsubame. Another one, catching the roll in there. There was a third one, mixing up with the low sweep. Very smart. Yeah, this is kind of the core of Ukyo's game plan. Is he's going to play slow, get that knockdown, and then start setting up with the mix-ups. He has access to a pretty strong low and a pretty strong sweep in his kicks. And then obviously Tsubame being an instant overhead makes it a very hard guess for you to make. A lot of players will actually just block high, in fact, and just take the sweeps because of how much damage Tsubame can deal. That said, things looking relatively even here. It looks like Keeta struggling a little bit. Going to have to approach at some point as he does have the life disadvantage. Going for the sweep. Spaces it very well, though, so he doesn't get punished. And he is going to take the lead here, and it looks like he's opting to just hang back and try and force Boom in on the approach. Excellent use of apples there to bait him into the 2-1-4. Excellent catch. Yeah, I mean, that was really, really smart game plan right there. Once Keeta got Boom to magic pixel range, he was going for the 2-1-4K pretty frequently, and then he immediately canceled it into the 6D to try and catch Boom off. Once he made sure that Boom felt like he was safe to jump in on those apple throws, he went immediately into the 2-1-4C to finish it off. Very smart stuff. Ooh, excellent catch on the back dash there with the fireball. We're seeing a lot of attempted reflex here from Keeta. That said, he is going to get the throw off. And just so much damage off those throws. Ukyo is very, very dangerous on that. All right, yeah, should be able to punish that fireball. Excellent catch. That said, got to be a little more careful with the jump-ins. Rage Explosion going to be popped fairly early here from Boom. Very interesting. Now, for those who don't know, the timer does run down slightly faster depending on the amount of health that you have left. Going for the E-Sen, just a little too risky there, throwing it out raw, though, and he is going to be punished for it. Excellent stuff here from Keeta. Just some textbook play. And throwing some apples, man. That said, Boom, completely unfazed. Going to turn things around, force the Raging Explosion out of Keeta. Excellent catch on the throw into the 2C. Catches the overhead. And this man literally just went for a whiff overhead into Tsubame. The absolute madman. Rad stuff. All right, and Keeta going to take the first round here. I can't believe he got that mix-up. All right, looks like we're going to be seeing the character select coming through from Boom. We may be seeing the Hanzo in this case then. It seems like he does want the opportunity to play a little more aggressively in this matchup because he recognizes that Keeta is going to try and turtle. Oh, or he'll just double down. Never mind. Boom, switching to the Charlotte. I actually haven't seen him play Charlotte yet. This is very interesting. So I like to describe Charlotte as the guile of this game, and Keeta's laughing because he recognizes, like, all right, I'm just going to get poked out all game now. Charlotte has access to some very fast, very safe pokes. And not only that, a very strong projectile that she can actually delay. So she is very much going to hang back and play a strong mid-range game and punish the opponent for trying to approach in on her. She's basically a death by 1,000 cuts kind of character, you know? These slow poke damage. And, you know, I don't even know what to say there. I don't even know what to say there. The immediate read coming through from Keeta, catching the 5B and going straight into that SSM. That is going to be 60%, ladies and gentlemen. We screaming haikus out here. And just like that, Boom's plan has completely disintegrated. He's now forced to approach Keeta, something that Charlotte very much does not want to do. a dangerous situation here. Excellent throw coming through. Going to get quite a bit of damage off with that 5B into the 2-3-6. And yeah, this is really rough for Boom. Hasn't even managed to damage Keeta yet. Oh, never mind. Gets a solid poke, but is at a massive life deficit. And Keeta is able to just play that slow game he wants with Ukyo. Goes for the throw yet again. Looks like Boom having a little bit of trouble reacting to those, the dash and throws. Oh, and went a little bit crazy there going for the DP. I don't know what he was expecting from that. It might have been a misinput. All right, but the first round going to go through to Keeta. Coughs. Feels bad, man. This guy needs to, Ukyo needs to start bringing some napkins around, man. Tuberculosis kind of spreads. Got to be a bit careful. All right. And this is exactly what we should be seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. Some slow-paced SamSho play. Both players trying to poke each other out. Backdash Tsubami to create some space from Keeta. Excellent slide in, though. Oh! Very smart there. So he spaced the slide and then immediately went into the sweep when Boom tried to punish. Very solid catch. Getting another throw through for some extra damage. And Boom is once again forced onto the offensive. Backdash Tsubami, very dangerous. Oh, and the whiff throw, very unfortunate. All right, solid pokes coming through. Getting some damage off. Charlotte does have access to the WFT, so if he can get a thrower confirmed, or he'll just throw it out. Boom, getting a little too overzealous there, going to get punished by the 2C and forced to pop that Rage Explosion. All right, and Keeta just content to hang back. Yeah, he's in no hurry right now. Excellent catch on the overhead. Going to try and force it. Rage Explosions the E-Sen and seals out the round, and Keeta is currently 2 up over Boom. Yeah, excellent stuff there. It's hard. Keeta definitely recognizes the game plan of Charlotte and is playing textbook to beat that out with this Ukyo. Very, very smart stuff. He's kind of a patient god at this point. It's absolutely insane. He's playing very slowly, but it's helping out a lot. And it looks like Boom is having a lot of trouble figuring out how to contend with that. And he is opting to switch to the Hanzo Hattori to see if he can force some mix-ups. For those who don't know, Hanzo, as I've mentioned before in the last match Boom was in, very much relies heavily on setting up for his pressure using fireballs. And from that, he's got access to some really, really strong teleports. He has a cross-up off of his dash. He has a very strong slide. And he has the Azuna drop command grab. So blocking against him is really, really dangerous. It'll be interesting to see how Keeta, being the slower, more grounded player he is, deals with this pressure. All right. And Boom is already trying to set up, taking the lead here with the fireball. That said, going to get caught by the backdash Tsubami. Trying to set up with those fireballs, but it's not going to work. Keeta just reflecting them every time with the backdash Tsubami. And suddenly, Hanzo's best tool is suddenly just being used against him here. Keeta with some very smart play. Excellent catch on the cross-up. Running on some damage here. It looks like Boom is opting to try and force out the Tsubame. So he can go for a punish, but it's not quite working yet. Excellent catch on the jump in. Goes for the throw, but the spot dodge from Keeta. And he's going to go for max damage. Solid throw here. Oh, unable to confirm. I wonder if that has something to do with Hanzo's third distance. Or pushback, rather. Ooh. Going right into the Rage Explosion to avoid the Tsubami. That said, it is round 1, so he's not going to have it for the rest of the match. Very risky. Going for the throws. Oh, and it looked like he was going for some kind of bait to force Keeta to throw a button, but the patience was there, and he was able to catch Boom off guard with the Tsubame. Very solid stuff. All right, and Keeta is on match point here in losers finals and is currently 2 up. He is currently 2 up against Boom with 1 more round to go, and Boom is going to have to play a little more cautiously here. All right, trying to find his way in. This matchup just looks atrociously annoying for Hanzo. This looks painful, I gotta say. All right, Tsubame coming through, just laying on some additional damage. The air-to-air from Keeta, and Boom is in a really bad position, sitting at 50%. Goes for the Azuna drop, trying to rack up some damage. Sets up, but backdash Tsubame, man. The reflects for days. That's all this man needs, and he knows it. Insanity. TK getting some more damage. Boom. One confirm away from death. Gonna have to play very cautiously. Excellent block there on the cross-up. Oh, but gets punished by the Tsubame for running in. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Keeta moving on to Grand Finals 3-0 over Boom. That looked rough. You know, I think this is the perfect example of gameplay between a more experienced SamSho player and a newer SamSho player.